कोई दूसरा आपसे खराब है और आप better हो. He used to chant Ram Ram Naam. Just call this particular one name which is an aura. Ram 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 Ram.
What matters to a jeweler is how his heart is.
He used to say जो तेरा है वो तुझसे कोई ले नहीं पाएगा और जो तेरा नहीं है वो तू ले नहीं पाएगा.
When was the first time your interaction with the jewelry, and how did you see that when you were starting, and how do you see it as now?
In jewelry, the first thing which comes up is trust.
Welcome to Jewellery Insider with Shan Chawla. We are back at JJS Jaipur, talking a whole lot about gemstones, jewelry, and you're going to find this interesting as well. Today I have with me is Mr. Nitin from Rambhajo's 105-year-old brand, and that's astonishing. And how are you doing, Mr. Nitin?
I'm doing great.
And tell us a bit on how Jaipur has been and a bit on the legacy.
First, Jaipur is fabulous. We love Jaipur. And we're lucky that we are in Jaipur. We are born in Jaipur. So that's all about Jaipur, I say. When we love it, then it's the best one. And yes, legacy. Legacy, just saying 105 years? No, it's not only this. Rambhajo was a name given to my great-grandfather. So the brand is basically his name.
Wow.
And it was a name given to him. It was not a...
Oh, what does Rambhajo mean?
He used to chant Ram Naam, and he used to ask everybody around to just call this particular one name which is an aura, Ram 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 Ram. And he used to feel that if you are speaking this particular word, या ये नाम हम देते हैं तो इससे हमारे सराउंडिंग में एक बहुत ही पॉजिटिव एनर्जी क्रिएट होता है.
So true.
So he was like a positive thinker for everybody. That's he used to say, "Ram bolo, pass ho jaoge." But that doesn't mean that you're going for an exam and you're getting good marks in that. It's about this that हर जो कर रहे हो उसमें सफल हो जाओगे. That is Sri Ram का नाम बोलो. So everybody in Jaipur, they started calling him Rambhajo. कि राम राम भजवाते हैं तो राम भजो है. So there it started.
That's a beautiful story to the name.
And yeah, in fact, not only with this, due to this name, I feel he had powers. I feel so.
Yeah.
I remember, I'm the eldest of this generation, so I've lived with him. He used to teach me. He used to teach me about life. Not only jewelry. He told me how to live life, how to be positive, how to think good, how to think nice about people. So this is the way jewelry business is done.
That's true.
So we just used to find out the crux of his teachings, which matched with our businesses. Our business got like I always used to deal with any client. I used to just remember him that he told me, कभी व्यापार में किसी client को गलत नहीं बोलना, वो negative create करता है. कभी व्यापार में किसी client को ऐसा नहीं बताना कि कोई दूसरा आपसे खराब है और आप better हो. Because anything which is in your luck, you will get. So he used to say, जो तेरा है
वो तेरा,
वो तुझसे कोई ले नहीं पाएगा.
Yes.
और जो तेरा नहीं है वो तू ले नहीं पाएगा.
That is so true.
So don't try on doing something which is not a right way. You know, you have to find out some way where everything stays positive.
That's so true.
So legacy, if we say, is learning.
Yeah.
It's a deep learning. It's an experience which they shared with us and which we are actually, which is helping us today in our businesses. Now, if we talk about my great-grandfather's achievements, I know anybody in the industry, anybody who's like an old house in the industry, they just regard our house in a way that they kept the trust on. All the generations carried that kind of the trust. So I'm so lucky to be there in this that's family, and I'm so lucky to be the eldest son of the generation.
That's amazing. So before designs, before gemstones, quality, what matters to a jeweler is how his heart is.
How?
His heart is.
Yeah, yes.
So that's what I understand.
That has to be true. If your heart is true, then you will be trusted.
That's so true.
And in jewelry, the first thing which comes out is trust.
Trust. That's amazing. Moving on, that was an amazing download where you for your great grandfather, how he could relate to God, how he could relate to Lord Ram, and especially come up with this. Now, are you telling me Rambhajo about the name? I think is the name what created the brand from your great grandfather thought of. And let's go down to your story. When was the first time your interaction with the jewelry and gemstones, and how did you see that when you were starting, and how do you see it as now?
So if you talk about me, my interaction, so you can say the day I opened my eyes and I just got to know about this world a bit, I was in between the jewelry actually, because my great grandfather, my grandfather, my father, everybody was they're all on jewelry line. So yes, they wanted me to know about the things. Yeah, and my education started when I was 1 year, you can say. So they used to tell me,
Did you have emerald encrusted Hot Wheels by any chance?
so what
Emerald encrusted Hot Wheels.
I just I think on that. But I just tell you one quick. In fact, for anybody who has a jewelry family, like who's like great grandfather, grandfather, wherein they love to bring the child to their offices. They love to tell them about the stones and about the jewelry pieces. And because see, in jewelry, they used to say that your eye, your eye is like, you have to look at the piece that ये असली है, नकली है, और ये अगर असली है तो इसकी वैल्यू क्या होनी चाहिए. It's a huge variation. So you have to see, इसमें चीटा है, इसमें जिरम है, इसमें बीच में दरार है, या इसके शेप ऐसी है, या इसका वजन ज़्यादा है, ये मोटा है, ये पतला है, ये सेटिंग में टूट जाएगा. There are so many things you have to look at a piece when you have to decide its studding, its setting. So in jewelry, everything matters. And you are selling, suppose if I have a legacy of say 105 years, and they will say that 105 साल पुराना brand है, तो सच्चा ही होगा. And they will buy it. And just say that if I don't know about the thing, and I bought a wrong thing for the on a back end. Suppose I bought a piece which is fake.
Yeah.
I studied it in a jewelry and I gave it to a client. Client will trust it.
Yeah.
That it's given by me.
Yeah.
But indirectly, he got a wrong thing.
That is so true.
He got a wrong piece. So first thing which my great grandfather, my grandfather, they told me is that you have to learn. You have to learn that this piece first should be an authentic piece. Then only you can propose it to somebody who trusts you.
That is so true.
So in jewelry, the first thing which you have to learn is how the authenticity of the piece and how you find it. That's so. Now, like these certification industry agencies or companies have just come now. Before this, it was only your eye. You have to find out the piece के असली है, नकली है, कैसी quality है. Nowadays, you get certifications also. But still today, eye works.
Eye works?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
So let's dive a bit deeper on this and take a step back. Consumers who are or jewelry buyers who are going to buy jewelry, often they were cheated back in the day. So a trust aspect has taken a backseat for them. It's still building, and it's only towards traditional jewelers because Tanishq came in the picture, did their caratometer, did schemes. How do consumers get that trust easily with today's traditional family jewelers, which may they have had a bad experience with? I'm not talking about a certain brand, because they take family jewelers as a whole. How can they be alert? How can they be safe with what they are buying with any jeweler?
See, I think today the best part where you can create a trust is being transparent. If I know, if I'm buying something and I know that the person who's selling it to me has this much margin, then I will trust him in a way that obviously he is doing business, he will take margin from me.
Yeah.
But in that case, he will be knowing that this guy is not charging me too much.
An upfront amount.
So, yes, traditional houses, will have to be transparent.
Now, let's go another step, which is the most favorite question, which I get so much on my DMs, making charges. I know it's a vague question. Let's simplify it for the people. Making charges, jewelry के हिसाब से, handmade, gold, polki, और let's simplify it more. Making charges, gold jewelry की average कितनी होनी चाहिए? Polki jewelry की average कितनी होनी चाहिए? और diamond jewelry की average making charges band कितना होना चाहिए? If you can break down for people.
So, Shan, I just tell you one thing about this question. You know, there's no benchmark on these things.
That's true.
If you go to ordinary kind of jewelry, like a plain gold jewelry, yes, I just say that around, say, we can say 1,000 rupee a gram is okay, fine.
Let's talk in percentages. This will be more easier.
So if it is a percentage, I think it should be, if we talk about gold of gold, 10% is fine today.
Okay.
10 to 15% people.
This will be for machine-made gold jewelry.
No, this is for
Handmade. Okay.
Machine-made jewelry, it's below 10%.
Okay.
Because they are castings, they have lesser wastage going on.
Good.
So, but still, I'll explain you something. As you are asking me, I'm into the luxury jewelry line where we have to get intricate pieces. More detailed pieces made, more labor happens, is paid to them.
Yeah.
Like different karigars come into the scene. Like maybe if I'm getting a Jadau piece made, it has partage work. That's an expensive work. Then if I want to do Desi Meenakari is an expensive work. And even मतलब देसी मीनाकारी ऐसी होती है कि कारीगर अगर गलत तरीके से करता है या उसको आइडिया नहीं है तो even he burns his fingers. So it's really a tough job.
Yes.
And then if we talk about Jadai, you know, we pay say 70 rupee per piece,
Okay.
and we pay 2,000 per piece. So you can just see the gap. So if the karigar is taking 2,000 rupee a piece, then he is a master karigar. He's like next level.
Okay.
So many times we have to employ those kind of laborers
Okay.
to work on the jewelry.
That's mainly for intricate work such as Polki, Jadau.
Yeah.
Okay.
So justifying any labor on like it's a benchmark figure, I think it will not be right to say.
Okay.
But yes, it depends on the finishing and detailing and intricacy of the piece, how much labor they charge you. And the best part is that a jeweler should be transparent. He should be explaining, he should be more clear that this is a thing being done. That's why the labor is being charged a bit more.
That's amazing.
So I think that is better.
That is way more important. Paying more is not an issue.
Yeah.
Paying transparently is the...
Paying right is an issue. Yes, if you're paying right or not.
Yeah.
Paying more is not an issue because it happens.
So let's go towards my favorite segment, which is the bride guide. I love helping out the brides out there. Brides which are going to get married in 2026 and 2027, what are some trends you see for them in terms of jewelry which they can also experiment with?
So I just say that as we are into luxury brands, luxury jewelry brands, and luxury jewelry, I should say, brides today are looking for brands works.
Waiting for
Brand की jewelry वो चहन रही है.
brand conscious.
Yeah, they're brand conscious. अभी brand कैसे बना? It's not about this that I'm going on Instagram and just getting loud and creating my brand. No, not that way. You must have reviews. You must have that trust. You must be transparent.
Word to mouth.
Yeah, word to mouth. Even your after sales, your services should be nice. And then, yes, the most important part is value for money. So, you know, a bride has a package. A father, a mother, herself, and maybe if there are more family members. They all make a package and they come to you to buy jewelry.
Yeah.
Now, father says, value for money. Mom says, लंबा चलना चाहिए. 25 साल बाद भी मेरी बिटिया सेट निकाल के देखे तो उसको पहनने का मन करना चाहिए.
Timeless. Yeah.
Yes, it should be a timeless piece. Then a बुआ comes, she says, ये ऐसा होना चाहिए कि इसको ज़्यादा use कर सके. So it should be detachable.
Yeah.
You know, so it comes, she also comes in a package.
Yeah.
And now finally the main part, that's a bride who comes in. She looks at all of them and she says, no, not all this. I want something which I will love to wear. Now, that particular word, to just match with it or to blend with it is like your luck. You are able to do it, then you are lucky. So, yes, today's bride, she's looking for lighter pieces.
Hmm.
She's looking for the piece which suits her neck. And she's surely going to try the piece and then she's going to buy it. And the best part is this, that she should like the brand she's buying it from.
Brand conscious.
Yeah, because that is very important.
Very important these days. So before we get into more heavy conversation, we are going to play a game. So now, Mr. Nitin, I'll be showing him some pictures of celebrities with beautiful clothes on, and he's going to style them. And you will have to be as deep as possible. What gemstone you would want them to wear, what polki, diamond, what type of a neck, and maybe if they don't want a neck, then earrings, and how would you style them on the particular look. So let's give him the choice. Do you want to style Alia Bhatt first, Katrina Kaif, or Khushi Kapoor?
Any of them, all of them are beautiful.
Okay, let's start with Alia Bhatt. So this is Alia Bhatt's look. How would you style her? And be as specific as
So
possible.
basically, it's not only Alia Bhatt. I'm just looking at the outfit she's wearing. So the color, it's a beautiful color. I think I will suggest a Paraiba piece on this. Beautiful. I'll prefer a Paraiba piece because Paraiba, it's one of the favorite stones at this moment.
That's so.
And it will suit her color, even her skin color, and even the outfit color. So
Yeah.
the stone will be that.
Paraiba, yeah.
And yes, it should be in this. She must be wearing something which is mid neck, not a choker, not a long piece.
Okay.
It should be a mid neck.
Something like we?
No, this is big as for this outfit.
Okay.
I feel lighter piece.
Okay.
It should be a mid neck, like a pendant
Oh,
with a string.
more dainty,
More dainty.
pret
More
kind
dainty.
of piece.
Exactly, more dainty. So that will make her look more pretty.
Paraiba with diamonds or polki?
Obviously, Polki. Paraiba with Polki suits more better. And I just don't want shaped Paraiba. I'll prefer for some unshaped,
Yeah.
something very, just abstract
Abstract, yeah.
Paraiba. So that will make it look more beautiful.
That's amazing. So before we get into another actresses, I want to ask, Paraiba is one of the most rare stones this year. It's super expensive. People are loving it. Whoever can own it will love it. Give us a bit on Paraiba and on all the aspects of Paraiba which you know about.
So Paraiba is tourmaline.
Oh,
It's not even, Paraiba is a semi-precious stone.
okay.
Actually, it's a semi-precious stone. But yes, as you said exactly, it is an expensive piece. It is rare. Particular few quality, some good quality of Paraiba will cost you like maybe million. So yeah, it is difficult, but not to go into that kind of a thing. A good Paraiba piece means less transparent if it is, still an unshaped abstract piece, I will love to have all.
The color.
Just about creating the piece.
You can also talk about the color changing part. Color changing, how it changes color. And
Paraiba changes, yeah, that is what is interesting about Paraiba. Because when you move from one light to another light, it changes the color.
yeah.
And that is the most interesting part of Paraiba. That's why it's Paraiba. And when we talk about Paraiba's combination, yes, when you put unshaped polkis around it, it will make the blending look next level.
Amazing. So moving on to another actress, Kangana Ranaut. She's wearing a beautiful sari by Tarun, and you can have a look. How would you style her? This is Kangana.
Yeah, this is the one which I would love to go with Morganite. So, it's blue. It has a lighter pink. So more of blue actually. The surrounding is more of blue. So I would love to see Morganite on her.
On her.
Her skin tone will accept Morganite a lot.
Okay.
Then yes, the kind of outfit she's wearing, I think a Morganite choker. Choker we call the piece which is half round and it stays on the neck. It is more visible.
Yes.
And it fits the neck, settles on the neck very well. So she has a beautiful open neck. I think that will look very nice.
And with polkis?
With polkis, obviously. Polki is my favorite. I always will say that, see, diamonds, I should say, yes, jewelry used to be made in diamonds a lot. But if you want to create and if you want to innovate anything, if you want to come up with something really different, you have to introduce polkis. And polki may be normal polki, it may be a rose cut, it may be an English cut piece. We are all polkis, we call.
Okay.
So we can put it. Yeah, in this, I will suggest, yes, Morganite with the
Polkis on a choker. I think that was
with
really good. And do you want to do another one? Okay, let's do another one.
I love it. I'm happy doing it. So, Ishan, it's about styling actually.
Yeah.
It comes into you when you are creating jewelry and when you are interacting with the brides every second day, third day. So, whenever I used to interact with the brides, I just used to learn with each bride that how to come up with her satisfaction. When bride will look most beautiful, when she's satisfied, when she's happy with whatever she's wearing.
Yeah.
So I started the jewelry business. I came in this jewelry business. Father and mom used to decide the jewelry for the bride. And I used to look in the eyes of the girl and she used to say, no, not this,
Not there.
like that.
Something better.
And especially when a mom-in-law accompanies, then she has to accept it.
Yeah.
So that word has to. I used to try and I used to change the decision of the parents
Nice.
for the
What
girl.
brides what that.
Because I used to say that when she will be happy, she will be looking beautiful.
I think common mistakes which brides make during jewelry shopping, it can be technical or emotional mistakes which they make. You can give up or down on that.
See, a bride is a new girl. She don't know about bridal jewelry.
Yes.
Okay. Now she has to trust few who are experienced. Like her mom, her mom-in-law, her father, father-in-law, and the jeweler who's dealing with. So the first thing a jeweler should do is he has to create a bond
With the bride.
with the bride.
Yeah.
Because if he will understand her, he will make her happy. If he will try to create a bond with the father of a bride, yeah, he may end up selling the jewelries. But bride may not be that way happy because father will look at the thing with his own views.
So one common mistake is make your own decision. Like your own mind.
Yeah, make your own mind.
Anything else?
Yes, there is. Like she goes out of the budgets. That's one of the mistakes because obviously,
So do the budgeting before.
yeah.
Good. Brides which are getting married, should they buy their clothing first or jewelry, and why?
With me, obviously, it's jewelry first.
And why do you think jewelry should be coming prior to clothing?
So, see, actually, it's all about aesthetics. Obviously, jewelry is way expensive, and jewelry will be like
Born more.
सबसे important है. Jewelry is observed first on a bride. Anybody who's going to come and see a bride will observe the jewelry first. They will observe how she's carrying it, how much happy she is,
Yeah, how
wearing
confident she feels with that jewelry.
and how comfortable she is,
Yeah, comfortable is also very
how it
important.
is sitting on her neck. So the first thing she should go for is a jewelry. Then obviously outfit for sure. And then even an outfit designer also gets a support. And this kind of a color and this kind of a thing she's looking for, they can just design the balance things accordingly. So I feel it should be.
You can also add price. You can also add the timeline of a jewelry is way more.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah. One more thing, like if they go with the outfit first and then they come for the jewelry, yes, obviously they have a lesser time. And jewelry, obviously, if you want to make a nice piece, you need good time to make.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and when I talk about, yes, good time, that means I'm talking about handmade things because we are into most of it handmade pieces. We just make maximum of our pieces are handmade.
Amazing.
So, yeah, karigar needs time.
Other than that, which I also think is also important is firstly the price would be 5 times or 10 times of the clothing. And also then you are getting your jewelry first, you have flexibility to play with it, to make it more versatile, to make it more, which you can be wearing more often and something which can be worn for endless of years.
True. So when you're deciding anything for a bride, obviously the mom's criteria is one of the best ones. That if my daughter just picks it out after 25 years, she should say, wow, I can wear it even today. And if she transfers it to her next generation, then it is actually something which is true value to the jewelry.
That's so true. Now let's move towards one of the most interesting topics, Nitinji, men jewelry. Men dominated wearing jewelry during the time of Maharajas and kings, and our rich Indian history was carried by our kings and Maharajas who wore a lot of jewelry. And they wore it with pride. They wore it with status. They wore it with like, I am the king here. More the jewelry, bigger the king. How did it transition towards women? And why do not men feel like king anymore?
So, okay. The first thing, as you said, yes, more jewelry, they had a higher status.
Yeah.
But jewelry was only worn by men, didn't happen. It was always together, men and women, because royal family ladies, they all used to wear jewelry. And it's like the time of, at the time of those Indus Valley civilizations, like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro.
Pre-Mughals.
Yeah, pre-Mughals. Yes, it used to happen that both the sides used to wear jewelry. All the kings and the queens used to wear jewelry. Then Mughals came in. When Mughals came in, then this thing happened that more jewelry came over men, warriors. So they started wearing heavy jewelry and women jewelry got a bit lighter.
Yes.
So this happened there. So yes, your thing when the Mughals were there, yes, lesser jewelry on the ladies. But later Rajput families came. So in Rajput families, they really loved the princes, their queens to wear heavy jewelry. And it always happened because when Persians came in, Rajput jewelry was amalgamated into their art, and it was this Jadau and Polki was created that time.
That's so true.
Yeah, Persians.
It's a Persian art.
Yeah, Persian art. When it got amalgamated, when it was blended with our Rajput jewelry, then only this Punanmina Polki Jadau, real Polki jewelry came in existence.
Amazing. So that was a good input. So what I understand is what Polki jewelries or bridal jewelries which we see today, it would have probably worn by a king or a Maharaja.
See, it's just about this that Maharajas are, the jewelry worn by Maharajas are the base to create jewelry today. Because we are innovative and we do love creations and all. But when we make a piece, we have to make a practically wearable piece. And obviously, we have a neck, we have a chest. The structure is same. So the jewelry has to be made in a V shape or a U shape now.
Yeah.
Okay. So it has to be like it cannot be any other shape.
Yeah.
So when the shape is same, yes, you can only do the changes in the middle. But you have to make the same shape.
Yes.
So yes, Maharajas are the base. We follow it.
So let's move towards more on Polki and brides. Brides of today, are they buying Polki because of family pressure or tradition or by choice?
No, anyways, it's a choice. Yes. No family pressure and tuition. So it's always a choice. It's always a choice. Bride will, anyway, today, Gen Z bride will not compromise for sure. And whatever they are wearing will be, obviously, first thing they will, today, every bride comes with a homework. I just tell you very clearly. Every bride knows what she wants. She comes with a choice. And she will not buy anything which is not in her choice. So, Polki, yes, any bride who's buying Polki is due to her choice. I should not come on this that she's pressurized to buy anything.
Yeah.
You can't pressurize her.
So let's talk more on the bride. So Tanzanite and Tourmaline was one of the top picks for brides this season in 2025. What do you think is going to come for 2026?
So I should not say a particular stone because I find this year as a year of multiple stones. You cannot just get confined to that Zalai or Tourmalines. Yes. If I can just tell you about your piece, it has blue topaz, One of the most beautiful ones. Amazing. And we have Longido rubies blended with them.
Amazing.
And we have yellow topaz at the back, and we have yellow sapphires, and we have emeralds in this.
Nice.
So you can just say that there's no tanzanite and tourmaline in this, but it is a beautiful piece.
Amazing. Amazing. This is out of the box. I've never seen something like this, trust me.
And now, if you see the piece in front, this has morganites.
Beautiful.
So,
Nice.
so these are unshaped,
I think
tracked morganites.
brides are bored of greens and reds. And pink is a women's favorite color, major of them, not being very precision. So I think they're bored of emeralds and rubies, and they would want to explore more stones such as morganites.
I tell you one thing, no stone will bore you ever. It's just about this that for some time you may get shifted to another color also, and it's just shifting to different color. And the best part is this, that life should have colors. So when we talk about, yes, like talking about morganite, I love this color at this moment. So it is there in front. And again, availability. Suppose if I go again for this kind of a morganite, I may not get it.
Okay.
So if it is natural, if it is this shape, it will not be again available.
So let's move towards my favorite section is jewelry for men. Let's help the grooms out there. Let's start with two types of men. Man who is comfortable experimenting jewelry, a man who is quite secluded and very entering jewelry for his wedding. So man's jewelry for his wedding, some ideas which you can give them what they can wear.
So there are, there are fixed pieces, there's benchmark pieces. We should say that one kalgi,
Amazing.
it comes on the turban, and kantha.
Yeah. Kantha has those bead
Yeah, they are stones.
mala beads.
A mala.
Hanji.
So when I got married around 26 years back, I was having a kalgi and a mala.
That's amazing.
I was there.
I think a green mala was worn by Siddharth Malhotra. I think so.
Green emerald.
Yeah.
But if I talk about now we prefer to make them wear necklaces, long or short, whatever whatever suits their dresses, their outfits, whatever they're wearing on those wedding dates. But I just tell you, like these days, men comes for jewelry and they decide according to the functions. So on Mehendi, I'm going to wear this necklace. On Haldi, I'm going to wear this necklace. And on the main wedding, I'm going to wear this. So we love that actually because, it's just about this, that jewelry makes your outfit more impressive. It just shines, it just glitters out of it. So yes, men today are getting confident in wearing necklaces. That's sort of, men can't wear an earring. So that is obviously for sure.
They still do. I feel one of the most sold items in men is the studs.
The stud is a very different kind of a part. But when you talk about the jewelry part, then obviously necklaces, or they can wear brooch or buttons.
Kurta buttons. Look, guys, zoom in on his kurta buttons. Look how beautiful those Polki are.
So yes, buttons and kurta sherwani buttons, yes, we should say. And but they wear belt buckles. That is one of the part.
Even glasses, sunglasses are coming.
Yeah, they wear glasses, normal spectacles. That is also.
So let's simplify it. You talk about functions. Let's take an average, like an overall sense. A man getting married in the next 5, 6, 7 months, how many pieces of jewelry he should get and for what occasion? And let's break it down the way you did before.
So actually, you know what? There are functions in wedding. If I talk about the Hindu wedding, because knowing about it, so it has a mehendi function, haldi function, then there's a sangeet function, sangeet where both groom and the bride side dance together, dance and perform that day, and the main bride's day, reception day. So there are 4 kind of things which we suggest them. We always prefer them to come up with an idea about what kind of thinking they have about that function. How many people, what size of function is that, And then we suggest them that this will look better on you because obviously that will make them look different from others.
Let's simplify it way more. Like इसको इतना simple कर देते कि वो मर्द जो देख रहा है उसको सोचने की जरूरत ही ना पड़े. Man getting married within few months. हल्दी में कौन सा पीस, मेहंदी में कौन सा पीस, शादी में कौन सा पीस, रिसेप्शन. According to those 4 functions, कैसे कौन सा पीस होने चाहिए?
Okay. So see, in Haldi when we talk about, Haldi is a function where everybody wears kurta. Because it's kind of a lighter function.
Yeah, lighter function, yeah.
So on kurta if he wears, then he can wear a string of stones and a pendant below. That looks beautiful.
Or even basic kurta buttons will look quite nice. And with the
Kurta buttons are something which he's doing already.
Oh.
It's a small thing.
Okay, sorry, go ahead. I'm already talking.
He's wearing a kurta button. Yes, it was happening. Even I wore a kurta button on my haldi function.
It's a must.
It's something which is good because obviously if you are a groom, you have to be different.
Yeah.
So everybody is wearing kurta, so you will have to wear a kurta with a button.
Perfect.
With a diamond button.
So haldi ho gaya. Next function?
Yeah, haldi is there. Then mehendi. Mehendi by itself is one of celebrations, but mehendi has less men. Or because all the ladies are sitting, they're getting their mehendi done.
So he can be simple on that.
Less people. So he can wear a nice spring of stones, or he can wear a small necklace, or a chain and a pendant. That makes it look more lighter and easy, but it should be there.
Okay.
It'll make it more different. Then we come to the Sangeet. Sangeet by itself is a big
it's flashy kind of a environment.
Yeah. Yes, it has a glitter. So I'll prefer more of good big Polki necklace kind of a thing with a center good nice stone. So that makes him look like, yes, he's a groom.
That's true.
Yeah, it's a special day.
Yeah.
So it should be a light necklace. We should say a light necklace because it don't have those
Diamonds?
hangings or anything. Diamonds blended with Polki. A nice size of Polkis surrounded by diamonds.
That's amazing.
And a nice colored stone in the center.
Nice.
We don't want hangings in that because it's a Sangeet function. He will go and dance.
Yes.
So not a lot of
something we can have movement as well.
movement. So
then Rambhajo shadi pe?
Shadi, yes. So Shadi, I just say that yes, he needs a big Kantha of Jadau.
Wow.
So a Kantha of Jadau, I say emerald and Polki, ruby and Polki, other colors with Polki. Maybe topaz with Polkis, maybe sands and Morganite. Anything.
Tourmalines have a lot of colors to play around with.
Yeah, tourmalines have. So in fact, there are green tourmalines also. So we can. Emerald is also there. That looks nice. The thing is that the first thing which should be blending his skin tone also.
Okay.
So anything he's wearing, it has to be. And then it is kind of combination. Whatever he's wearing is a Kantha. It should be a mix and match with her kalgi, his kalgi also. So his kalgi and Kantha should match. Then maybe cufflinks, people on the sherwani, we can go for. Or nowadays, the groom wears a belt. So in Hindu weddings, there's a nariyal which we keep on in the belt.
Okay.
Okay, so we have to wear that belt and a dupatta.
Oh.
Yeah, so that dupatta, when it goes below the belt, that belt shines out. So we made belt for a few grooms and they loved it. Amazing. Because it's made with a kapra. It is a malmal ka kapra.
Okay.
And then we just stitch jao tikras on that.
Oh, wow.
So that's something. It looks stunning.
That's amazing.
So we blend these things.
Yeah.
This one, and the kamarba.
That's amazing.
And a cuffling.
Amazing.
So that's the overall
shadi ho gayi
shadi. Yes.
And reception?
So in reception, we usually go for a modern kind of meeting, modern functions. So there we go for, say, brooches, maybe a good tie pin. Because in reception, it happens that it becomes more of a formal meeting kind of a thing. You don't go on a stage and sit down. So reception, I'm talking about that thing which happens after the wedding.
After the day, yeah.
So in that case, the groom and bride, they move around in the crowd, talking to everybody. There, I feel he should be wearing more of these men pieces, like good heavy brooch, nice belt buckle.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that shows in front. That shows well. And nice pen if he's wearing, if he has some pen, on his pocket. And cufflinks and
I think that's a lot of jewelry for men, but I think if who is experimental, they can go along with this. And before we close this, I want to do the same thing for brides. So, brides in today's world who are getting married, how many number of pieces should she have for the whole wedding, and what type of pieces?
bride has a package. Bride has count of jewelry pieces because it's not only the piece which she's wearing she's getting more jewelry pieces besides that also. So yes, when we talk about her jewelry selections for her functions,
Yes.
so let's say, yeah, exactly like the same thing which we did for men. There will be a haldi function.
Haldi mein, haan.
In haldi, it's more of flowery and bright. It's a daytime function.
Yeah.
So you just
Jolly.
jolly and
Yeah.
happiness. So she should go for a nice light colored stones necklaces, multicolored.
What about Navratan?
See, in Navratan, it has stones which are placed. Yes, yeah, they have specified place to put their on. I will suggest more of bunch of stones with abstract style of setting them.
Yeah.
So it will make her look more brighter.
Yeah, that's true.
More colorful.
That's true.
Like that. So I should say yes, haldi. Haldi should be
Haldi would be more of colors.
more of colors.
Yes.
Then we talk about
Gemstones and Polki.
yeah, gemstones. A lot of gemstones, Polki and diamonds.
Some slight
All mix.
Yeah, then let's go to Mehndi.
Mehendi. So mehendi is a function where bride has to sit down, uski mehendi lagti hai. Or she's sitting on a sofa or at a long chair. She has to sit for long.
Yeah, singing and fun.
Yeah, those things are going on. So she should be wearing something really comfortable because it's a long process because nowadays mehendi takes hours and two. And for that, if she's sitting for long, then I think it should be a very comfortable kind of a necklace which sits on a neck round. And you can say something like Hasli. Hasli works very well on that because Hasli is a piece which takes your neck shape and it's lying like a kada on your necklace, on your neck. And yes, nice earrings. Ear studs, I should say, because it's Hasli, where obviously she's wearing a stud. Long earrings may disturb her because obviously she's sitting for very long. And again, we go for Sangeet. Sangeet's bride should be like wearing something which it flows out when she dances. It should be like moving around and it shows that even her jewelry is dancing.
Yeah.
So nice long earrings, chandeliers, those kind of things.
So Haldi, Mehndi, then the next function is?
Next function is the wedding day when she is coming out in front of a crowd as a bride. That day, I think she needs a choker, a good long piece, and good earrings, a nuts,
Oh, wow, beautiful.
a sheesh patti,
Yes.
tika, choor, bangdi, gajra, patla, pochi. I would say that it should be at least say 4 to 5 inches of bangle.
Wow, beautiful.
And then a hathful.
Oh, wow.
Hathful is the one where the bracelets connect with the ring.
Yes.
So her arm is always hidden with those Jadau pieces.
Nice.
So this is there. And these days, we are working for the girls on the belt actually. So we make malmal ka belt and we just stitch Jadau tikras above. Design a very well done, colorful Jadau tikras with Polkis. So that's one of the pieces again.
That's amazing. Then I think the reception is the only one.
Reception, yes, again that formal kind of thing. So she will be obviously wearing some formal kind of an outfit therein. So a nice Polki necklace with the
Heavy or dainty?
color stone.
Heavy or dainty?
More of no, for a bride it should be heavy anyways, not a dainty piece because let it be a reception, but it's a bride's outfit. So not a small piece, it should be heavy, but more of white and glittering.
Yeah.
Like Polki with diamonds, broad choker, and just a choker. and an earring.
I think that is amazing. That would make a beautiful, beautiful bride for the whole wedding. I want to end this podcast with one last question. Diamonds have been overpowering gemstones for many years. But natural diamonds have been a bit disappointing for the consumer out there, where they are taking a step back and exploring gemstones. Diamonds versus gemstones such as ruby or sapphire, tanzanite, tourmalines. Where do you think the consumers would be adorned towards in the future in terms of value and likeness?
So see, as you said, diamonds were overpowering colored stones. The reason behind was diamond industry was quite organized as compared to color stone industry.
Okay.
So diamond has certifications and they had a benchmark prices like this color, this purity, this price.
Yeah.
This color, this purity, this price.
Yeah.
So they were structured.
Yeah.
Now when we go to the color stone, you can't create a benchmark anyway.
Yeah,
It's
not
not
possible.
Yeah, not
Every stone is different.
yeah. So in that case, you have to create a trust, a transparency. I'm talking about the color stone people. I'm talking about the jewelers. If you really want this to continue and if you really want the color stone to come up, a consumer should buy it, then you have to bring trust into them. You have to make the industry a bit structured.
चलो ट्रस्ट हम ले आए ट्रस्ट हमने हमारे ज्वेलर ने ले आया बट people would still prefer diamonds or gemstones in the coming year from what you see on day-to-day interactions.
So if I say, see, diamonds nowadays, they've become too much monotonous.
Okay.
Because it is a white color and white color diamond jewelry just says that you're wearing something. That's
Yeah.
If we talk about different, everybody wants to wear something which is totally different, creative, innovative, and it can only be done expressive. Yes, that's the word, expressive. So when we talk about colored stone, it is possible. Diamonds, you play as much as you can, but you cannot create something different out of it.
I feel gemstones are going to conquer the next decade and people are going to find way more value in gemstones.
They will not. They already have conquered. You don't know this. I tell you one thing. Today, maximum brides who are coming, maximum people to come to buy jewelry, they are looking for colored stones.
Oh, wow.
In diamonds also, they want कुछ color होना चाहिए.
Diamonds में भी color चाहिए आजकल.
Yes. एक कुछ color stone होगा तो अच्छा लगेगा. And even yes, it happens when you put any color stone with a diamond glitters more. Diamond glitters more. Actually, diamond is more visible when you have colors around it or nearby us. So I think color stone is already captured.
So I think that's going to be amazing. I think this was a lovely podcast, a lot on bride guides, legacy, trust building, transparency, unique jewelry, history, so many things. I think you're going to have fun. Stay till the end, learn to the podcast, and see you.
Thank you so much.
It was amazing.
Thank you.